Всем привет, продолжаем прохождение Хогвартс. Наследие, часть 8 вроде, не помню. Да, 8. Надо пройти, а потом надо будет переключаться на резидент. Или что, давно не стримил. Наполза в лигу. Так, я сейчас запущу, и надо проверить, мне звук будет. Все, я провод менял. Так, погнали. Так, это что у нас? Мне вроде надо было что-то посадить там, если я не ошибаюсь.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased. Not much of a
Toadstool tales always make me
I was
Revelio.
wondering when I'd see you again. Ah, dressed to impress, I see.
Я пришел просто горшки купить. Но если так можно было сделать,
What do
то
we
это
have
круто.
here? A demiguise.
Мистическая валетовая мантия. Ладно.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
А мне нужны большие или средние, я не понимаю. Они стоят нормально. Шкивый горшок.
Nothing like
Давайте
finding just
проверим.
the right thing, is there?
Давайте мы сразу продадим что-нибудь.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
У меня вроде было много денег, что-то их не осталось, блядь.
A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Мне надо поставить, да? Но я же купил какой-то, нет? А, вот они.
Most excellent.
Здесь мне нужен большой был горшок. Я не... могу обычно взаимодействовать. Водоросли мне нужны. Раздобудьте все 3 боевых растения и одновременно испытайте их. Ну вот у меня все 3. Ой. Мне нужно китайскую капусту. Кто мне посоветовал зелье? Клюв. Приколы. Сладкое королевство. Ну, вот, наверное. ТП идет за время, интересно или нет?
What are you up to now?
Thing I cast is Protego.
Come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Так, у меня все 3. Не надо. Да собрать только сейчас будет, чтобы у меня выросли водоросли.
Revelio.
Прикольно нарисуют. Здесь что-то есть, да?
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracore feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Почему у тебя животное под землей, блядь?
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt. Anyway, what are you here for? Always have trouble collecting them myself. Used to carry them in the shop, Derry calls. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blast...
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with... And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Да, давайте миссию пройдем. 10 минут еще просто. Я так и не понял, что они дают. Я вроде собрал, там было нужно собрать 2. Я думал, мне дадут. Но они мне этого не дали. Так, пока никого здесь не вижу.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Один вижу. Ебать, там тролли гуляют. А где еще? Только не говоришь, да, у тролля.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
И там несколько троллей, блядь. Жесть. Сразу с двумя не дрался, можно сейчас будет попробовать это сделать. Что, попробуем его размотать?
Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Accio. Protego. Stupid.
Почему не сработал?
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Protego.
Вроде вас двое, это уже сложнее,
Incendio.
ребят.
Confringo. Defendo.
Я не успел.
Incendio. Protego. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Accio.
Это сложно еще будет.
Confringo. Defendo.
косарь нормально прилетел.
Incendio. Incendio.
Вблизи неплохая магия.
Defender.
Да, я уже блок буду ставить. Там что-то надо было.
Defender. Incendio. Protego. Incendio.
Алло.
Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Rest easy, my large friend.
Нельзя его дубинку взять вместо палочки. Я думаю, это будет более эффективное
Ревелио.
оружие. А где еще-то одна? Вот она.
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
Просто экспу даю, да? Больше ничего.
Revelio. Protego. Confringo.
Понял.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Время так прячутся здесь.
This place has seen better days.
Ебать, ты молодец, нах. Мне опять только одну показывает, да? Где еще одна?
Revelio.
мне нужно найти, ребята, эту штуку одну.
These rocks have seen better days. Revelio.
Непонятно где, блядь. Я думаю, так далеко они бы не засунули, наверное. Да, здесь уже все. Но не здесь.
Got someone messing about.
Здесь уже другая.
Someone's up to Tom.
Поле.
That solves that.
Так, все здесь. Сколько там осталось минут? Так, раздобудьте все 3 боевых растения. Вот, раз, два, три. И испытайте их на деле.
It warms deep.
Вот сюда. Так, неудобно у входа дома всегда появляться. Вот уже есть люди. Где вы? Темная дворняга. Дать урона. Прикольно, кстати.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Опа, видела, да?
Perhaps a hybrid.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You
Легенда, это
will
что-то
want
новое.
to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're
Давай
welcome.
спробуем его в деле.
Here in the greenhouse, just mind the plants. Look at that. You're a natural.
Окей, ладно. Всё, у нас сейчас основной сюжет, да? Я нашел только 3, да, вроде? Все, погнали по основной. Мне остался один ключ найти. А где он? Я даже не...
I bet Black could tell it.
Так,
Revelio.
Last time I saw your dragon high gloves was at the bed.
мимо ее. Могла бы ключ найти один.
Revelio.
You've made your point! Leave me be!
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Давай войдем.
Accio.
Я не
Accio.
помню. И там.
Depulso. Confringo.
Я не помню, что здесь должно быть.
Arresto Momentum. Glacius.
А, желтый этот. Как его? Это вот.
Levioso. Revelio.
Прикольно. А мне в другую, да? Папка. Все, да? На исходно.
Revelio.
А, здесь ключ я уже отбрал, да? Очень жаль. Что-то снится мелко, да? Да, я здесь все прошарил тоже. Значит, я здесь был. Здесь ничего не было.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
Да, 4 испытания.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Я вроде его зачищал, если быть точнее. Так, сейчас я шапку найду. Раскрою, что за шапка, мне интересно у меня. Наташа, возьмешь мне энергетик, пожалуйста? Ого. Я пока не могу одевать, да? Защита от гоблинов. Так, и мне надо в перчатки засунуть камень. Перед тэпом.
A lamb to... You're the one who stole our hippogriff. You're about to regret that.
Серьезно?
Over here.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Я могу размотать их всех, что ты боишься за меня? Чисто по одному.
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually we might get the right one.
Он меня видит?
It does sound easier. Let's do that. Let's get this over with.
Да, пиздец, я заметил, да?
Revelio.
Не хотел я так палиться. И меня прям стали очень сильно замечать. Спасибо.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Ты серьезно сейчас?
This will not go well for you!
То есть это миссия почти не происходит.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Я понял.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
Этот ребенок это я, да?
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulso!
Quite conductive.
Ha!
неплохо.
Who do you think you are? Incendio.
Да, не вижу.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Expulso! You're like I won't rest.
Почка.
Haha, clumsy little fool and freaker. You're not much for me.
Они стали мощнее, это точно.
I will make you cry.
Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio.
If only Ranrock were here.
Не готова, начал я.
I won't rest.
Incendio. Incendio.
Блин, заклинание не работает. Не работает.
Protego.
Well done.
Да.
What an unfortunate end for you.
Он его не видит, да?
Confringo. Defendo.
Пиздец.
Why have you not run away?
Confringo. Revelio.
Так.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Revelio.
Что-то пока вообще тут ничего не выпадает хорошего.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Я понял, ты здесь ничего не хочешь посмотреть? Что вот это такое?
Revelio.
Вот еще одни. А, мне надо успеть на все три нажать, да?
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Revelio. goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Ого, они выкопали.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here.
Revelio.
Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Revelio.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival.
Здесь, скорее всего, опять какой-нибудь босс будет. Ну, погнали. Да, все то же самое.
Revelio.
Мне очень похоже. Это просто побрякушки.
Revelio.
Давайте посмотрим, что к чему. А мне надо перебраться на эту сторону, да?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Я тоже должен двигаться, да?
Accio. Revelio. Depulso.
Да нет, не тебя. Блядь.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Я здесь не достану. Да. Да. А там она двигается в той. Да.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Перчатки, да?
Revelio.
Там что-то я могу ударить. Только бабки.
Revelio.
Очень жаль. Так, мне надо передвинуть. А здесь что? Ничего. А, мне нельзя уходить отсюда, да?
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Какая комната, я не понимаю.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Он сейчас файты, походу, да? Стойте, там можно было наверх зайти. Чё туплю?
Accio.
Блять. А, понял.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Нет, да. Просто путь нельзя наверх залезть, да? И отсюда будет неоткуда прыгать, да? Я понял, что необходимо сделать. Как мне открыть это? Он же был только что открытый. Нет? Бля, ну сундук хочется забрать. А меня больше не пустят сюда? Пиздец.
Confringo. Defender. Incendio.
Блять, у вас уже еще нифига пришло, да?
Incendio. Defender. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Stupid one. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Accio. Confringo. Glacier.
Если бы он его раскалывал, было бы круче, я думаю.
Revelio.
Но он его не раскалывает. Отлично.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Типа он проебался или что? Прикольно. Да, серьезно? Как мне его вернуть там, блядь?
Perhaps I'm to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past.
Это они не предвидели, да?
Revelio.
И это мне не очень нравится.
Revelio.
А, он просто был там или что? Нихуя не объяснили, блядь. Бля, понял.
Confringo. Defendo.
Ты один, надеюсь?
No ledge near it for me to grab on. Descendo. Leviosa.
Я очень слабый.
Defendo.
Там еще один. Вроде я же вроде отпрыгнул. А, понял.
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Glacier.
Да, я просто его замедляю и все.
Descendo. Revelio.
Ну вообще похуй на меня, бля.
Defendo. Incendio. Confringo.
Кстати, это мощные монстры эти, бля.
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio.
Чисто из дробаша дал по нему нахуй. Меч, да, можно взять твой, братан? Очень жаль, блядь.
Revelio.
А мне попасть наверх надо, да, как я понял? Что вот это дает? Давайте посмотрим.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Блядь, я сюда.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Так. Ага. Угу. В пачку, да? Значит, это еще должен быть кубик. Надеюсь, мне не затем надо обратно идти, блядь. Потому что его я проебал. А, вон как, блядь, да?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так мне на тебя поближе.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ой. О. Ну я только отсюда могу допрыгнуть.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Но я не могу отсюда запрыгнуть. Не. Там просто надо было запрыгнуть наверх, повернуть и меня вместе с ней. Но теперь вопрос, как меня туда закинуть. Наверх.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Ну я тебя протащу, и что?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway. Revelio.
Блядь. Прям картина какая-то. Что-то в этом. И наверх. А, это я отсюда пришел, да? Серьезно? По которой мне тоже не нужна. Там еще очки были. Много очков. Угу. Раз. Два. Бля, вот это, наверное, босс сейчас будет какой-то очередной маг. С водой, блядь. Тёбом, пока нас не достали. Погоди. Я про это и говорил.
Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defender. Incendio.
Так, а там что за испытание тогда? Вот здесь. То есть я должен успеть вытянуть.
Акио.
Стоять. Я еще костюмов набрал, кстати, да. Еще будет босс.
Revelio.
А это я думал, там кто-то ходит. Да, дают хилки, значит готовься к пиздецу, как говорится. Блять. В прошлый раз я здесь с боссом ебашился. Я понял тебя, дядь. Точно. Есть. На большого вынеси. Нихуя не так. Да, блядь, не то выбираю, ёбаный рот. О, где он?
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo.
Да, блядь, ёбаный свет. Теперь пойдем этому пизделей дадим. Идем. Их там двое, да?
Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
Да, ведь удара выношу этой дней, да? И сюда, дядь.
Incendio.
Я этого не...
Confringo. Defendo.
А вот сейчас кто-то придет, как всегда, да? Пожалуйста. Да. Объебало, Бэт.
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo.
Бля, надо отсюда выйти. Ну ты немного нажу, дядь, на пизделей.
Confringo.
Бля, у меня нету. Да, у меня не выработалось. Бля, ну что?
Accio. Confringo. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Placing.
Все, бой отсюда, понял.
Defendo.
Пока хилки есть, живем.
Potato. Stupefy.
Ну похуй.
Accio. Confringo.
Да нахуй.
Incendio.
Вторая стадия будет, да?
Confringo. Defendo.
Ебать. А, я понял. Происходит. Мне нужно желтое заклинание. Наверное, надеюсь, это оно.
Accio. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Arrest the momentum.
Бля, чё, как плохо вот это? Это не оно. Значит, попробуем заморозку, может.
Stupefy.
А, я могу уклоняться от этого.
Glaciers. Confringo. Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Confringo.
Такие уже не хуйню, блядь. Иди накинуть, дядь.
Glaciers. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Defendo.
Надеюсь, ну-ка.
Stupefy. Stupefy.
Значит, две уже у тебя.
Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. Defender. Confringo. Accio.
Бля, не добил нас, сука.
Confringo.
Активировался.
Defendo.
Хуево дело.
Glaciers.
Ты сзади, точно.
Confringo.
Сложно не въебать.
Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio.
Кто-то бьет. Плотный был, но я уже примерно понимал, что с ним делать.
What a relief.
Какое облегчение, понятное дело. Я помню, первый раз, когда не знал, что тыкать, блядь. Пропотевал немного. Раза с третьего, наверное, прошел это место. О, опять слеза, да, сейчас будет?
Revelio.
Здесь ничего не лежит. Блядь, вроде вот сложный уровень, что-то нихуя не дает, блядь. Нормального, да?
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Интересно, потом испытание девушки или Аладдина?
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Lumos.
Он уже здесь, да?
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Ой, зима пришла. Вот. Сейчас письма полезут. Ну? Угу. Все. Ого. Сколько допов сразу открылось.
Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
When you have a moment, please come and talk to Deke.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
Да, я там был уже. Sorry. Мне нужна самка и самец.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Flipendo. Oh, no, you don't.
Очень жаль.
Glaciers.
Он сейчас уйдет.
Depulso.
Сука.
Do cooperate, won't you?
Надо было заморозку врубать. Где этот хулиган?
Glaciers.
Да, сука. Может, его каким-нибудь другим заклинанием попробовать бахнуть?
Levioso.
Да, блядь.
Now, I'm only trying to help. Levioso. Glaciers.
Все, не уйдет.
I'll look after you.
А это самка была? Погнали тогда. Так, а что мне помогло? К земле и заморозка, да?
Descendo. Glaciers.
What the fuck? Почему именно в этот момент я повернулся сейчас? Не буду комментировать на стриме, что там происходит, это ужас. Что там происходит? Че ты смеешься, это ужасно. А я сейчас туда посмотрел.
I'm told that Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
Не понял. А чё ты мне убираешь? Серьезно? Я снял, да? Рецепт дракона. Сейчас толкну как раз все, наверное.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Метраж нормальный тут такой у меня в ручной комнате.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
Revelio.
Серьезно? Там сундук наверху, если я не ошибаюсь.
Revelio.
А, нет, грибы просто, да? Да мне без разницы, где вас разводить. А, да, ну вот, смотри. В смысле, данное место занято.
Revelio.
Сколько мне ждать? Время осталось полчаса. Можно вот так вот сделать? Тут нельзя применять, да? Окей. Пойдемте пока тогда пройдем другую доп-миссию. Нам все равно ждать полчаса, пока не разведут. Нельзя было это ускорить, интересно.
Oh, it's you!
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
Я там тролля вроде убивал, какого-то в доспехах, помню разок на этом месте.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Пауки опять, да? Фак.
Well, my feet didn't turn into beads. That's a good start.
Там сундук лежал, я хочу сундук смотреть.
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. Lumos! A troll? You can't be serious. Glacier! Confringo! Defender! Potato! Stupid! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Potato! Defender! Incendio! Confringo!
Пока подгляжу.
Incendio! Potato! Stupid! Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Potato! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! That was a close one. A sarcophagus. This must be... That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Ну да. Я отсюда тэпнуться не могу, да? Да.
Revelio. Revelio. Protego. Confringo.
А, мне надо потушить, да?
Places.
Нет, окей. Что мне делать с этими знаками?
Revelio. That's it. Good freak.
Да, блядь.
Revelio. Good freak. Lazy. Leviosa.
Я не могу применять. Думал, что-нибудь со знаками надо делать, а просто выйти надо было.
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned.
Погоди, куда мне надо? А, все правильно. Типа не отслеживают это задание, что ли, больше, или что, я не понимаю. Бля, что за хуйня? А, да. Вот это задание-то оно есть или что? Я не понимаю, почему оно у меня сбилось. Это понятно? Ну. Это не то. Вот она. Странно, как-то просто он стал миссии менять.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll, nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
Catch up on my letter writing. I think we're...
Следующее задание. Ага. Это я сделал. Угу. О, бомбарда. Раздобудьте дирикол, используя. Бомбарда мне нужна.
It's always so exciting to see the house.
This looks intriguing.
Glaciers!
Cabalso! Protego!
Ебать, ты кто?
Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Defender!
Бомбует, нихуя себе, блядь.
Glaciers!
Ой, захватил, не помните? Самку самца его победил.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Раздобудьте большую пурпурную жабу, теперь у меня миссия.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackrock.
У меня там опять гонки на... А вот они, да?
Glaciers! Assignment's all finished.
Бомбарда, там нормально урон, наверное, прилетает.
I adore playing wizard.
Серьезно, я так далеко бегу?
I miss playing gobstones on the kitchen floor with my cousin.
Revelio.
А, у меня другая задача. Блядь. Все твари, которых я поймал, типа.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh, can't say I'm terribly...
I take it you're ready to...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Ну, полчаса еще, наверное, не прошло. И все равно в ручей комнату надо сгонять. Там мы проверим сейчас сразу. Все ниже уровнем, да? Очень жаль. Ну, это мне не очень нравится. Что там у меня с этими? Мимо бью. Десять минут. Окей. Тогда пойдем пройдем как раз.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium.
You'll never believe
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Revelio. No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way. Revelio.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Yeah. А здесь можно быстро спуститься. Бать, ты что здесь стоишь?
does it matter whether we...
My brother's doing well, thanks to you.
Revelio.
Какое-то новое испытание.
The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of. Are you walking in your sleep, or did you just forget to get dressed? Akia.
Блин, прикольно.
That's the way to do it.
Accio.
Ага.
That's the way to do it. What a remarkable shot! You didn't see that.
Я уже выиграл. Давайте поставим еще на соточку, попробуем, да?
Accio.
Impressive. Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
$32 дополнительных задания. Вы серьезно, нахуй? У меня здесь какой-то... А, ну это понятно. Здесь-то больше нет никаких заданий. Сюда, наверное, когда-нибудь я прилечу. Тогда мне осталось что? Выручай комнату. И как раз там, наверное, у меня все прошло. По 1 минуту ждем. Что-то сериал вырубило. Давайте ждем завершения разведения.
should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Так, и что дальше?
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Да. Переходим к сюжетной миссии.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my Gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your Gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Ну, грибы нужны. там кого-то вижу сидящим.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Кентавры, нихуя себе, бля, попали мы сейчас с тобой.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
That curiosity young people tend to nurture never ends well for them, does it? What was that? Ah!
Show yourself.
Как всегда, кто ничего появится. Что там дальше они есть, я думаю.
Totalis.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the
Revelio.
Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
А, здесь сейчас типа полный сарай, да, будет, да.
What in Merlin's name?
Ого.
Are those dragons?
Нифига себе. Не, я всех тут не завалю точно.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. That's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrox is Totalis.
Двух трогать не буду, потому что до сих пор меня. Тоже 2. Да, пижам было много.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? That's it. Like that is the word. Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have
Сейчас я
for it.
возьму, я очень медленно иду просто почему-то. Сейчас, когда ты разговариваешь.
Hello, Hamora. right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Как же у вас тут много?
Careful! That robot is dragging his cat! Don't think you'll get it out of here!
Bombarda. Accio.
Vegetables in combat! What have you done?
Где ты?
Revelio.
Да.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
See how you like this?
Confringo. Да, напал, ну.
There you are. Be better suited for God. Number of boys coming back this way. Let's get this over with.
Очень много.
Bombarda.
You're so Ringo.
Expellion.
Confringo. Bombarda.
Patient does not.
Confringo.
Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Oh dear, fighting with plants, are we? Ringo! Look what you've done! You paid for that! Ringo!
Defendo. Bombarda.
Friend. Shall we finish?
Confringo. Accio.
Где он? Я не вижу.
Confringo. Bombarda. Defendo. Accio. Revelio.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio.
Yeah.
Repulsor.
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
Repulsor. Accio. Confringo. Bombarda.
Нет, да.
Descendo.
У меня не знаю.
Accio. This may have been a bad
Get out!
Как это знаю. Можно его себе в сумку забрать? Очень жаль.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Ну, у меня так, и что сейчас делать? У меня все миссии пройдены, кроме там каких-то. Алло.
Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Окей. В классе трансформация, она сказала. Трансфигурация или блять, может. Давай посмотрим.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now?
I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Вот я не помню, какое зелье.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
О, это несложно.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Блин, я вот не помню. Либо Бладжер, либо...
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle.
Блядь.
When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match,
Это я
their
помню,
team is
но я не помню
awarded 10
ничего.
points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice
Это же в кошку
potion can be
превратила,
used to
Гермиона
change things
превращалась,
such
нет?
as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Ого. Какая презентация была?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in
Я понял
17...
тебя.
Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging... Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
It is believed that the Hide Behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Ого.
A demiguise.
Yes! While the Hide Behind has the power of invisibility, what is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
The Stunning Spell.
Actually, the answer was the
Patronus,
The
да?
only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who published the law of elemental transfiguration.
Ебать, ты задаешь вопросы.
Evangeline or...
That's incorrect. One of the principal... What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real man.
No. The answer was... Never. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is... Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its
Можно уже
mouth?
отказаться, я уже не знаю. Ну, это как
The
змея.
basilisk.
According to parcel mouths, where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The Amazon rainforest.
No. The
Всё,
American
всё.
school was...
Я понял, ты
What
понял.
is the most powerful...
Elixir to induce.
Incorrect. The...
Bugger.
Amatentia smells... Are you interested in continuing on to the next...
I don't have time for another.
That's fine.
Okay.
I put the book back on the pedestal for...
Revelio. Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Здесь не спуститься, да? И здесь, да?
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Может, там ключ?
Revelio.
Нет, я вижу такой. Я же нажал.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
May finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Хочу просто попробовать. О.
may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there. Bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Все?
Well, I woke up to one, wriggling its foul little tongue up my nose it was.
Так.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Так, и у нас здесь еще одно задание.
Hello, pardon me.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop, and Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
What do you think happens when the goblins rise up? I had plenty of opportunities.
Здесь они недорого стоит. Очень надеюсь.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
Пожалуйста.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one you are. Do we have a deal?
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well. But I won't be able to keep the shop available for two.
Так, а сколько он
If you
стоит?
do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Revelio. Madam Mason?
Yes?
I've decided I'd like...
I have to...
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be...
Wonderful.
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband... They're in a chest at the back of the shop. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could... I wish you the very best.
I can't imagine how muddled that
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Wonderful. I can only imagine what we might find in there.
It is most certainly nothing that you and Penny can't... Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Repair.
This will surely be the most successful shop in Hogsmeade. Oh, Penny can already see the potential. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back.
Oh, yes. She mentioned it to me.
Penny wonders if you should... Penny must get back to work now.
Что-то с сундуком не то, да?
Revelio.
Девайся.
Revelio. Revelio. That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here? That's not very hospitable. Confringo!
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem brave, smart. What fun this will be!
Revelio.
For me, at least.
Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the... Who's there?
Ну, вызовите комнату, да?
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Bats. Lovely. Seems as if I should hang something there. Bombarda! These lanterns must belong somewhere. Revelio. Perhaps the lanterns are meant to be hung on the hands. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides mirror to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. You've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, déjà vu.
Мне туда или нет?
Watch your step.
Нет.
Revelio.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Lumos. What was that?
Прикольно. Ну, я по следам прошелся.
Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
How nice of him to pop in.
Lumos.
Типа много, да? Где вы? Я вас не вижу. Идите ко мне.
Bombarda. Confringo. Protego. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Accio.
Еще где-то есть.
Confringo.
Еще где-то есть.
Bombarda.
Я живу только что. И двое вот здесь. Но я их не вижу, вижу.
Confringo.
И один справа.
Defendo. Lumos.
Ума. По жопе получишь.
Home, sweet home.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Следующий у нас.
Revelio.
Тём, сейчас по жопе реально получишь.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio.
Ну а что мне здесь делать?
Revelio. Accio.
Ну там наверху я должен был стрельнуть напротив меня. Ой. А что там непонятно?
Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo.
Нет.
Revelio. Glacius.
Нет.
Revelio.
Нет. вижу.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio.
Я лежал где-то здесь. Воскресенье, да? Так, а куда я его должен повесить?
Bolso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
All books and no clay.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
О, сейчас походу босс будет, да? Прикольно, как на тебя бить.
Now that should get your attention. Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now. I simply adore this blooming place, don't you? You know, foliage, like most
Accio.
things,
Bombarda.
will survive.
Confringo.
In the darkness.
Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark.
Accio.
Doesn't worry you that I
Wingardium
can see
Leviosa.
you, but you can't see me.
should. I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for what's in store, do I?
Accio.
То есть...
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done, me.
Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Repulsor. Descendo.
Ты его не убивали.
Confringo. Defender. Protego. Stupefy. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty-night.
А, надо было пройти конем на H3.
That wasn't too
Oh,
difficult.
goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Он мне открыл.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Долго мне интересно с этим мудаком еще драться.
Ready? Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this?
Bombarda! Accio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo!
Catch is catch, but catch is catch. I mean, you catch.
Bombarda! Protego! Super fun!
Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Его можно вообще шлепнуть, да нет? Опять сундук купил себе за здание, да? Приобрел магазинчик, называется.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
О.
Catch is catch, but catch is catch. I mean, you catch.
Bombarda!
Ебать.
Confringo! Accio! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo!
Bombarder. Confringo. Bombarder.
Бля, не успеваю.
Confringo. Potato. Defender. Confringo. Bombarder. Stupefy. Defender.
У него 3 стадии еще, да?
Confringo.
Еще эти полезли, да? Бля, это очень...
Bombarder. Confringo. Bombarder. Defender. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Bombarder. Confringo.
Они могут на нем применить, да, магию?
Defender. Bombarder. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Bombarder. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Defender. Bombarder.
Just once, try seeing things from my point of view.
Серьезно?
Potato. Bombarder. Defender. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Bombarder. Defender.
Жестко.
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I wouldn't call it fun, really.
Wouldn't you? To each their own, I suppose.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience and...
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of 1?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is...
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on?
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would...
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Single, Penny will wait right here.
Я же вроде открывал.
Revelio. Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
I am perfectly capable of owning a shop, but more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great... In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up.
My first employment.
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant. Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her!
Серьезно?
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Potato!
Accio!
Какое заклинание-то, я не знаю.
Depulso!
А, все, понял. Бля, не успел.
Protego! Stupid one! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Accio! Stupid! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Accio!
Such a sad excuse for a fight.
Potato! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender!
Your luck is about to run out.
Tiger!
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Potato!
Confringo!
Defender!
Tiger! Confringo! Confringo!
Stupid! Levioso! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Accio!
Tiger!
Где ты?
Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Accio!
Such a sad excuse.
Confringo! Tiger!
Stupid! Accio! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender!
Your luck is about to run out.
Potato! Stupid! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender!
Просто. Два
I'm
босса.
disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Second that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitorous elf! I should have known it was...
Silencio.
Выключил звук. Нормально такое заклинание.
Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
500 золотых просто нужно.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
Заключи хотелик.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I choose Cladwell and Brewster.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and
Promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her, you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Ладно, ребят, буду завершать. Спасибо всем, кто смотрел. Завтра продолжу. Всем спасибо, ставьте лайки, кайфуйте. Всем пока, ребят.